and welcome our blood viewers to Artists News English Edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. Minister Mumin Hassan Beri calls for tolerance in the defense of Palestinian rights. Ninth Islamic Conference in Mecca. Ali Sibih at the heart of celebrations for International Youth Day, Ministry of Youth and Culture. And on the international scene, the fight against the flames continues in Northern California in the United States of America. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs and Endowments, Mr. Mu'min Hassan Beri, represented the Republic of Djibouti at the 9th Conference of Ministers of Islamic Affairs and Endowments in the Islamic World held in Mecca during the first week of August under the theme, The Role of Ministers of Islamic Affairs and Endowments in Promoting the Principles of Moderation and Establishing the Values of Moderation. This important event was organized by the Saudi Ministry of Islamic Affairs, Call and Guardians, under the chairmanship of Dr. Abdul Latif bin Abdul Aziz Al Sheikh, with the participation of ministers, muftis, and heads of Islamic councils from more than 62 countries. The conference included 10 dialogue sessions covering topics such as combating extremism, terrorism, and Islamophobia. It also provided participants with the opportunity to exchange experiences and best practices in the field of da'wah, particularly in the digital age and with modern technologies. The conference also called for a firm stance in supporting the Palestinian case, demanding the protection of the Palestinian people from brutal attacks and genocide, an end to the aggression against Gaza, and recognition of the Palestinians' rights to establish an independent state within the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. It emphasized the need to restore all Palestinian rights to achieve a just and sustainable peace and urged all charitable and humanitarian organizations to support the Palestinian people and stand by them in this ordeal, working to end their suffering. The participants underscored the importance of protecting moral and family values in Muslim societies and combating any attempts to impose unnatural change on the family. They also emphasized the need to fight Islamophobia and develop cultural visions and programs to combat hostile rhetoric against Islam and Muslims. The Republic of Djibouti is preparing to celebrate International Youth Day, which is this year will be held at the Ali Sabih region. International Youth Day, celebrated annually on August 12th of August, this time be observed in Asajuk. In this context, on Thursday afternoon, an important delegation led by the Ministry of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibu Mumin Asawi, headed to Asajog. The delegation included officials from the Ministry of Youth and Culture, along with more than 1,500 youth from the community development centers in the capital and interior regions. This day is an opportunity to recognize the essential contributions of youth to society and to highlight the challenges they face. This year's theme is empowering youth for a sustainable future. Like the start of the world, like the rest of the world, the Republic of Djibouti celebrates International Youth Day annually through the ministry responsible for youth. This event is crucial, encouraging youth engagement in actions and highlighting their ability to bring about positive change. Since 2021, the ministry has paid special attention to the policy of decentralization and moving the event to interior regions. In 2022, this event was held in the Dakhil region, and in 2023 in Tajurra. This year, the host region will be Ali Sibih, where the event will take place from August 10 to 12, 2024, featuring a rich, comprehensive, and diverse program for the youth of the capital and regions with the participation of local authorities, the regional council, and cooperation of sub-villages in partnership with several institutions, youth associations, and partners. Since the event coincides with summer activities, it will also be an opportunity for contact exchange days between youth from across country, from north to south, through forums and workshops discussing important issues such as employment, digitization, sustainable development, environmental protection, heritage preservation, and civic and social work. The celebrations of International Youth Day in the Ali Sabih region continues today with the participation of hundreds of youth from the capital and other regions. These events aim to enhance interaction between youth and local communities and introduce them to the rich cultural and natural heritage of the region. Since their arrival yesterday, youth have embarked on a tour of various areas in the Ali Sabih region, including the Asajok and Asamo areas, where they enjoyed the stunning natural beauty and learned about local customs and traditions. The youth were accompanied by this on this tour by officials from the Ministry of Youth and Culture, where they were warmly welcomed by the local residents in a festive atmosphere that marked the visit, which concluded with a special lunch for the large youth delegation. The Asamo area visited by the youth today is one of the most important agricultural areas in the region and is known as the food basket of Ali Sibeh. This visit is part of efforts to strengthen the ties between youth and local communities, contributing to social cohesion and sustainable development.
عسامو waxay ku cantahay hadarin iyo cimilo roobaad cadceedda caafimaad kale carrada iyo ciidda.
Under the auspices of the State Secretariat for Sports, the Regional Administration of Tajura concluded the summer sports activities with a special event held on the region's beach. The major sporting event brought together athletes, officials, and city residents, presenting a high-level spectacle and a festive sports atmosphere. The day's program included a series of permanent sports activities, most notably the beach soccer and beach volleyball competitions. These events perfectly suited to the excellent beach setting, provided participants with an opportunity to showcase their skills and talents in a fun and competitive environment. The event was attended by several prominent figures, including the Deputy Governor, Mr. Habib Jilani, the Vice President of the Regional Council, Mr. Abdul Qadir Makki, the Director of the Regions of the State Secretariat for Sports, Mr. Umar Hassan Abdullah, as well as other officials from the Ministry of Sports. The event concluded with an award ceremony in which the winners of the beach soccer and beach volleyball competitions were honored in front of an enthusiastic audience. Moving to Dakhil now, where the regional administration concluded its summer sports activities yesterday with an exceptional event under the patronage of the State Secretariat for Sports. This event, which represents a milestone for the youth and sports enthusiasts in the region, served as a platform reflecting the importance of sport activities in promoting sportsmanship and community engagement to Dakhil. The event culminated in the exciting finals of the football and volleyball matches, where the best local teams competed in an atmosphere full of excitement and enthusiasm. The matches, carefully organized by the organizers, showcased a unique display with the players shining during the games, aimed joy and cheering attended by a large audience. The event was attended by many important figures from the State Secretariat for Sports, including the Regional Director, Mr. Umar Hassan Abdullah, as well as the Regional Director of Dakhil, Mr. Jama Hirsi, and other distinguished personalities from the region. The primary goal of these activities was to enhance social interaction among the youth through sports and to provide a platform for them to develop their sports and leadership skills. During the day of August 8, 2024, as part of the fight against Qat smuggling, the PK-51 and PK-20 Customs Brigade, in close cooperation with the Ali Une Damarjok Sub-Prefecture Army, notably from the Arta region, intercepted a large quantity of smuggled Qat. After being identified, the Qat smugglers preferred to abandon their goods rather than be arrested, of course. On this occasion, the goods seized include 20 coolies of Qat with a total value of around 1,200,000 Djiboutian francs. The Customs Brigade succeeded in burning this quantity in accordance with state standard procedure in collaboration with the army. The destruction of this quantity was carried out in the presence of the head of the PK-51 and PK-20 Customs Brigade, Mr. Suleiman Hassan Jama, and the head of the battalion of rapid intervention from the Ali'an Post, Lieutenant Colonel Muhammad Mahmoud Assoui. Shifting gears towards the international scene now, the Israeli army has killed at least 60 Palestinians in the last 24 hours, while the leaders of Qatar, Egypt, and the United States have called for urgent talks to resume on the 15th of August. In the last 24 hours, the Israeli army has killed at least 60 Palestinians and wounded hundreds in various parts of the besieged Gaza Strip. Mahmoud Bassal, spokesman for the Civil Defense Unit in Gaza, said that one Palestinian had been killed in the Israeli army's shelling of the house belonging to the Rayyan family in the north of the Gaza Strip. To USA now, in Northern California, firefighters are battling the park fire. This gigantic fire has been raging for several weeks near the town of Chico in the Sacramento Valley. After a brief lull on Monday, the blaze flared up again with the region's high summer temperatures. Well, by this, our beloved viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.